Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Uesugi campaign for Shogun 2. Now at the moment, we are very close to the Realm Divide kicking in, and to show you how close we are, if I pop to the clan management screen, you can see we've just got a little sliver of white on the bar for fame, meaning that we are very, very close. So what I was doing last episode, because of this, was setting ourselves up ready for the Realm Divide. So I've been going through making sure to upgrade the most fertile farms at the moment, as well as doing some other changes, making sure that my recruitment areas in the north and south I've got the best buildings possible, including encampments, so we can upgrade our units even further. And so that's what I want to do today, is try and finish up upgrading as much as we can before the Realm Divide kicks in, getting our armies recruited and preparing ourselves for that final stage of the campaign. So I can't actually remember thinking about it. After playing that episode so many times last time, I just can't remember exactly what I'd done. So let me just check the main areas. So Echizen. This is going to be our main recruitment area for our archers up here in the north. So we've already got our foot archery range, we've got a hunting lodge for the accuracy bonus, and we've got the monastery for our bow warrior monks. Combined with the Fletchers means we're going to have very accurate troops being recruited in this area. Next is Kaga. We are one turn away, it seems, from upgrading to a fortress. We've already got a Naginata dojo and Jujutsu dojo built for the extra... Oh no, we haven't finished that one yet. Oh no, actually, it was suggested that it could be a good idea in the comments of the last episode to just go all in for armor in this location, and in our southern recruitment province of Sagami to go in for melee attack. So you know what, in hindsight, sure. We're going to do exactly that. Build an armory, combine the +2 armor for this, and the +3 we'll be able to get from this eventually. All our units will be recruited with +5 armor. That's going to be very, very powerful. So, we'll let you guys do that. If we head down into Kai, which is going to be our recruitment center for our horses, we've already got a warhorse stable, we've got the encampment we need to upgrade, and a Yari drill yard. This one is not so important for upgrading, I just wanted to build it so we can recruit Yari cavalry. But the encampments, it's suggested we go for the proving grounds. This way then we get that 5 charge bonus for all units, and with the high charge bonus that Yari cavalry already gets, that's going to be really, really good. So with that, we finally finish off down here. Sagami has currently been upgraded to a fortress so we can build said encampments. We've got Naginata dojos and Nodachi dojos already built, and we could eventually upgrade the weaponsmith, which is something I definitely want to do. But this one's okay. Now if I remember, was it Shimoso or Hitachi? No, it wasn't here, it must be Hitachi. Yes. We've already got a Fletcher's built, so ideally we want the same thing as in Echizen. An archery dojo, Actually, we need to swap that out. But we also would like to upgrade the fortress, so we can get our hands on encampment and get a monastery built here. So even though we've got, well, used a fair bit of our money already, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And that's something I'm going to have to do through a lot of our buildings already, is to go through the settlements which we aren't going to be using for recruitment, and see about potentially just sorting them out to get us as much money coming in as possible. Now, I'm going to get you guys moving, and hopefully this is going to cause too much problems with public order. No, we're okay. Because we do have this army right here, and I would like to be in a position to try and chase them down if needed. Hopefully that's not going to cause a Realm Divide to activate. Although they have taken some casualties from one thing and another, so that might be okay. It might just make things a bit tougher if we have to try and defend one of these settlements. In fact, let's get you over here just in case. So we got 3 units of these guys, as well as the garrison from the forts, which is just the unit of retainers. Musashi has got the same, but we do have access to a unit of katana samurai as well. If we can get some archers, that would be nice, but I don't know which one they could go for. So let's just go for this one for now. There we go, perfect. Now, unfortunately for me, we've also got disaffected populace because of a decision I made in the last episode, meaning for another 2 seasons we got -2 happiness. Because of that, I've had to stop taxing many of my regions because of the public order. So hopefully we'll be able to start sorting that out in a couple more turns, but until then, let's just see what happens. Oh, here they come, here they come. Wow. Okay. Now, in all honesty, we could win this quite easily. The only thing is, do I want to spend the time fighting the battle or not? I suppose we should. Just so we can try and avoid taking too many casualties from the fight. But then, I don't know, would the AI do a better decision in the... Oh, excuse me, hiccups. In the auto-resolve? You know what? Let's fight a battle. We didn't get one last time, so we'll fight this one. And see how it goes.
Uesugiの武者ども、親兄弟のことは考えるな。お家に対する揺るぎないお務めと信心だけを念頭に置け。その先に勝利はある。北条家は随分と偉そうに構えておるな。旗印まで王兵で挑発的だ。天に代わって成敗してくれる。敵方の戦意が落ちていることは兵の数を見れば一目瞭然。数も少なければ兵力も大したことはない。怒りの雄たけびを聞かせてやれ。声を上げよ。上杉の猛者ども、敵軍を震え上がらせるのじゃ。
So there we go, some inspirational words by my daimyo. Now, we are the defenders in this fight, so ideally, if we can set up some of my Yari Ashigaru in Yari Wall, and then allow the archers to join in, as well as the warrior monks and Yari samurai to flank them, that would be ideal, but it depends on how the AI is going to act. So, just having a quick look around behind us, is there anything we can use? We could always hide the archers and, the Yari samurai and maybe the Yari cavalry in the trees here. So if we pull you guys around like so, and stick you guys here, you guys can form up behind them. Make sure I've got you on guard mode so you guys don't even think about running after someone. We'll put you guys in the trees here or here. We don't want them to get spotted until the last minute, so yeah, we go. Perfect. You guys then can hide over here. We'll put you guys in the trees here too, if we can pull that off. Okay, there we go. Commander can stay back here. Don't forget he has access to stand and fight, which is going to increase our attack abilities. And start the battle. So what are they going to do? Let's have a quick look. We do have a few ranged units, so we are going to have to be careful of that. And if we have the opportunity to send my Yari cavalry after their generals, we're going to take that opportunity. But for now, though, as we wait for them to get a little closer, we're going to speed things up a bit. And I'm going to put my archers forward. As we already got access to fire arrows, I figured we might as well get a few early shots in before they come and attack us. And just in case, let's get you guys activated for stand and fight. Here they come. Right, not quite in range yet. As soon as they are, I'm going to activate fire arrows and just start blasting them. When they get a little closer now, we're going to be making sure... Okay, here they come, here they come, here they come. Alright, fire arrows. There we go, that's the devastation I wanted to see. And all of you guys, apart from you, fire arrows. You guys pull back. Okay. There we go, there we go, there we go. Right, you guys pull back to here. Alright, they are really reluctant to try and get themselves through the the Yari wall. Even to the point that you're seeing some of them just running across the line rather than doing anything. But that general has charged in, and poor luck to you. Okay, you guys come into here now. I think it's time for us to start going after them. Okay, so my Yari samurai are coming in over this way, and they're heading straight towards their Ashigaru. We'll activate Rapid Advance just to make sure we get pinned in, and they should be fine. I do have some bow samurai back here, so I'm going to send my Yari Cav straight around the flanks. See about going after them there. And then you guys can come and attack them. And we're using Warrior Warcry as soon as we get close enough. That should hopefully help things out quite a bit. Okay, archers are still fine away. Great news. Alright, let's speed things up again back to normal. Now what do we have over here? Okay, You guys go and kill those off. You guys are going to come into here. One unit's already started to retreat. Fantastic. We'll get a little closer and then activate War Cry. It's going to debuff their morale. Their troops are breaking all the way across the line. My archers have still been firing away during the entire time. Okay, we've broken our unit already. And I think we've won this. Let's get you guys back on horseback now. That way then we can get them chasing after the enemy units. And what I will do, at least for these units, let's break you guys back up into normal formation. And see about getting you to chase some of their units down. So do something like that for now for you. You guys are just having fun back here, that's fine by me. My warrior monks are chasing after the defenders here and slaughtering them. Let's get you guys then to chase after these. General is now back on horse. Let's have you run after those. The Yari Cav can go and chase down the enemy commander. And wipe them out. Okay, archers are going to start firing because I don't want them shooting and doing friendly fire. And there we go, victory is mine. I'm going to chase down as many of these survivors as I can, so I'll see you guys back on the campaign map shortly. So there we have it, decisive victory, only a couple of losses on my side, and the entire enemy force is practically wiped out. Now the only thing I'm hoping is that this victory hasn't been enough to trigger the realm divide. You guys saw how close we were. I'm just hoping it was not going to be enough. Phew! I think we're okay. But we do have the opportunity to recruit a new general. I'm going to go ahead and do it this time, so we can get a new leader for an army some point. So we'll make sure to do that. Where are you, though? I think you're probably back here in my capital, aren't you? Yes. Here we are. Amakusa Nakahira. Right, let's go on to clan management a second, and family members. I'm going to do adoptions here, just so we increase the amount of children we have. Our firstborn can't be that far away. Oh, he's 10. He's got a few years left until he's old enough to join in the fight. But, in fact, we can actually make you a commissioner, can't we? You're the one for warfare. So, let's have a look. I think for you, we'll go for finance, I think. And then we'll eventually make sure you get a few units too. But we got 3,000 to spend. Right. Let's have a quick look and see. So over here, wasn't it, in Hitachi, we burnt down the rice keep. So we definitely want to go and get a foot archer's range. And we're also going to want to build. At the moment, I think we'll just go straight for the Buddhist temple. Get our hands on that monastery. So we'll get something like that. We need you then just ideally finish off these guys. Hopefully don't kill them completely. As in, like, trigger the realm divide from the fight. Please. Because, come on, it can't be that worthwhile a victory. We managed to wipe out a scattered amount of peasants with a full stack. Okay. And we've got you guys here as well. I'm going to have to go after them. If I don't go after these armies, what's going to happen is that these guys will have the opportunity just to be able to chase down and destroy my stuff. And I don't really want that. So, well, you can go there a minute. That would do. Do we know what they got? Yeah, okay, that's fine then. So, we've got 465 left. Let's have a look. Is there anything else we kind of want? Most of them are going to require at least 850 for me to do buildings. What about any ships for you guys? Because we've already got quite a large number of boons and bokaboyas. So, is there anything else we can get which is going to be a reasonable price? Bokaboyas, medium boons. I suppose we can always go for some more of these. In fact, how many more turns? We've got one more turn into the way of the sword is built, allowing me to upgrade my sword dojos to Naginata dojos. Sorry, not Naginatas, Nodachi. I got my names mixed up then. But then once we've done that, something I would like to do is try and upgrade, do the research for the higher tier, I was going to say horses. So we can go for the more advanced ships, like the siege boon and stuff like that. Fortunately, there's not much we can do this turn, but one more turn, and we'll be able to start taxing a few of my regions and watch my taxes skyrocket once again. So, let's just skip through this nice and quick. One more turn. Ah, my ninja is still making his way back home. Shouldn't be too long until we're in South Shinano, and from there he can march back up to the North Shinano. As long as he doesn't get killed by any agents in the process. There we have it. The Way of the Sword has been completed, and we got a mission issued. Sabotage any army, and then for 6 turns we have fear in enemy units. Ooh, that would be useful. But I'm hoping, that's the thing, I'm hoping we don't actually go to war and attack any armies yet. So it might not be the most useful thing to pick up, but if we can hold off a little bit, that would be nice. In the meantime, I'm going to get you to march down towards Totomi, just so we can keep an eye on the Odo right here. And we are going to have to need to fortify the castle at some point as well. But we've got our 5,000, we no longer have the public order issues, so let's go and start taxing settlements once more. So you are going to give us that. North Shinano. Why are you guys still unhappy? Oh, it's still unhappy because of resistance to invaders, gotcha. Okay, Echu. Still -1. Next turn though, will be fine. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and preempt it. So next turn we'll go down to 0, so it'll be balanced, and it still will give us a little bit of cash in the meantime. Noto can go ahead and start taxing you. And then all that leaves then is Echizen. Echizen is being... hang on. No, Echizen is not being taxed. There you go. Unfortunately, we still got a way to go because of the religious differences. Now, did I move my monk down here yet? Let's see, +5. Yeah, we could actually move you down. Let's grab my monk and move you down towards Echizen. Buddhism is quite good in Kaga at the moment for Shinto Buddhism. So yeah, moving him down here. When he arrives. Did he move? Yeah, he did move. Oh, that didn't update, that's why. There we go. All of a sudden now, we've managed to make over half our income again. Really, really good. Now, bearing in mind, we are going to have to try and improve our abilities to sustain ourselves through taxes. Trader, as soon as the realm divide kicks in, is not going to last too long. So if we can try and manage that so we get this even higher, that will be great. But we've still got a ways to go before that happens. But we do have 5,000, so we're going to take advantage of that now. So let's just have a quick look. If we head back over to Hitachi. Okay, that's all done. Kai is good. Okay, Echizen is all fine. And Kaga... Naginata's thing. Let's build the sword school then. Here. Now, here we want to build a market. So let's get that. Now, one thing that was talked about in the comments of the last episode by Anawun Pakala is to make sure that any settlements where I'm going to have my markets, I should also make sure to build a gambling hall and go along that building chain. Not only does it allow me to get ninja, which I love, but also the fact that it provides extra income and happiness for that province. So if things come worse, we may be potentially able to try and increase the taxes temporarily for a sharp boost. But I've tried to avoid that, if, in my opinion, it's just not ideal. So what we will do instead, though, we need to go through and start sorting out any other places we can upgrade our farms in. Marketplace, we can do that because, again, it also provides a ton of extra money and town growth, but it is going to cost us food to do it. So, let's go terrace... oh no, it's barren soil. Let's try and find places with average soil, at least. So we'll do you. Anywhere else kind of okay for the moment? Also, if we can go around and upgrade all the roads... while I've already done it in the most important settlements, like Kai, because of their size, having them just everywhere would also be quite useful for the extra replenishment and town growth. So if we can afford to do that, that would be great. In fact, let's just do that here in Musashi. And yeah, let's go back here then. So instead of wanting to get this will give me fire bombs. This one will give me heavy boons. I'll tell you what, we'll go for that. One thing we definitely need to go for then is this. Tornado. This one will give us the final upgrade for the farms, increasing our food surplus even more. Now I think we should have... did I not do it already, or did... Oh no, this one does provide food bonus as well. In fact, I would argue this is maybe a little bit more important than going for the heavy boons. Nah, we'll finish the research. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We haven't even finished upgrading all the farms anyway. So let alone trying to get them to the next level, you know? So, let's enter once more. Oh, okay. So, that new general that we have adopted into the family has now got an opportunity to get a wife. Usami Yuli. Now, you're cunning, which reduces his chance of being assassinated, so sure, I'll take that. Port's been blockaded again, but hopefully the Oda will deal with the army, well, the navy that's laying siege here, just like they did with the last one, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Instead, we'll take advantage of the money now to continue upgrading farms. So, let's have a look. Here, we can do just fine. In fact, Musashi, I'd argue we don't really need an archery dojo here, so I'm going to get rid of that for next time. Let's see here, average soil, sure, no problem. Hitachi has already been upgraded, okay. Average soil, we'll go ahead and do you too. I think that should be everything we need to worry about this turn at least. So, next turn, the sword school and the armor will be finished built. We have the ability now to upgrade this to a Nodachi school. Combine that then with those, yeah. Slowly but surely, we are getting there, guys. You've got one more turn until you can upgrade and we'll give you an encampment too. Yeah, this was going to work out. I just want to check one thing. Is anyone else willing to untrade with me? The Matsuda, for example. Yep. Any extra money we can earn is going to be useful, so why not try and get it, eh? So we've already got you, let's try you. And the worst thing's worse, somebody will turn around and tell me, no, we don't want you trading with them. But I can just say, okay, there we go. In fact, what about the best serve, just in case they've changed their mind? They have. There we go. So at the moment now, we've managed to we're now trading with practically every clan, and with the exception of the Hojo, which is actually being decimated right now to the Date. Look at that. They're only holding on to Shibutsuke. Right. It is tempting admittedly to go in and take it, especially with the monastery or the shrine that they've got there, so we can get even better warrior monks. But the thing is, if we take it, I feel that we will definitely trigger the realm divide, and as I've stressed already, I want to make sure we're as suitable, as best prepared as we can be. If we end up getting attacked, for example, and we defend it and it triggers it, then that's fine, it's one of those things. But I want to make sure we are as prepared as we can be before it activates. So, we'll see how it goes. So here we are, guys, a few years later. Now, rather than just go through a turn-by-turn basis of showing you guys what I'm upgrading that turn and so on, I decided just to skip ahead a few turns until we are in a good position to start recruiting units. And that's where we are in the winter of 1563. At this point, all my provinces have their farms upgraded to the highest tier that we have available to us right now. All our recruitment areas, such as Kai, Saruga, Echizen, and Izinaga? No, Kaga. I got the names mixed up. All of them have their buildings ready to recruit the best troops we can do at the moment. And everywhere else has got a market and a sake den at the very least, giving us a nice sum of money, as you can see here. Diplomacy-wise, the Hojo have been defeated, as well as the Beshu, if I remember correctly. We've allied with the Date, and 2 turns ago, they declared war on the Oda. So we are now still allied with the Date, but we have got neutral position with Oda. So what I figured we'll do, now that we've got quite a lot of money in the bank and a lot of money coming in, is start looking into recruiting those high-tier armies ready for us to start the Realm Divide. So, what we're going to do is set up, I'm thinking 4 armies. We'll have 2 in the south, 2 in the north, and then we can either send them all forward or keep 1 behind, just in case we have to deal with a Date or an invasion coming in by sea. Now, speaking of sea, what I've also done is I've allowed trade with a Namban. So, what I've done in the small territories where I have the Fletchers is I've destroyed the harbours and going to be upgrading them to a Namban port. The reason being is that it does allow us access to the Matchlock Ashigaru, which will be useful against enemy samurai, and not only will they provide, well, get a bonus, I should say, to their accuracy thanks to the Fletchers. Don't ask me how that works. But because we've got the monasteries here with the Buddhism zeal, it would actually counter the Christianity spread that we'll have coming from those ports. So I figured that would be the best thing to do. But in the meantime, we're going to start recruiting an army. Now we could just click on here, click recruit and go from there, but the problem is with it is that it tells you where it's going to be recruited from. Like you can see, this unit can be recruited from Kai, and it tells you how many turns it's going to get there. That's fine by me, but it's going to be a thing of making sure it goes to the right areas and who is recruiting it from it. And the AI is reasonably good with that, but we just need to keep an eye on it. So, let's get a unit of you. That will give me the one that we've already got inside the army, combined with another one, just to help out. We want a good, solid defense, so we could go for Sagami's version of Naginata Samurai, which will give us the exceptional melee skills. But, oh, hang on. Can I not build that here yet? Yes, I can. Just, there must be somewhere closer that has it. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just recruit them from the buildings themselves. So, let's go, say, for 3 of you. Bear in mind, we've got a ton of money right now, so I don't mind taking more than just the recruitment cap at the moment. So, we'll get 2 of you as well to add in. 1 of you, because then we've got the Yari spears already in there. And that's all the building slots done there. If we go over towards Hitachi now, we'll get our hands on 2 units of bow warrior monks and 2 units of bow samurai. The reason why I want to go for a mix of them is from what I've read online. Essentially, bow warrior monks are very good, but they can be a bit... What's the word I'm looking for? Overkill for some units. So going for the bow warrior monks would be really good when it comes to dealing with bow samurai. The bow samurai then can contribute towards any attacks towards Ashigaru troops, and between the 2 of them we should be pretty okay. So that's you guys looked at. Over here now, as an Echizen, we're going to do exactly the same. We'll get 2 of you and 2 of you built, or recruited. We will go all in, I think, for you guys, for the front line. And we'll go for a mixture of you 2 and those 2. Okay, Noto then is all done. I don't know how much this is going to cost me in the end, in all honesty. At the moment I am making sure to do some places like here in Kosuke. We're making sure to get a Merchant's Guild. It costs us more food, but gives us a massive amount of growth for the town and wealth. So definitely want to try and get these in a few places as we can. It's slowly going to be going up, and then what I'm doing is trying things the best I can. We're not going too far over the top in fortifications. Most of them are just stayed exactly where they are. Since I can't destroy castles and reduce them, I have to just do the best we can do. But, yeah, at the moment I'm pretty happy with the current situation. Happiness is really, really good. I have only fully upgraded the taxes once, but to show you how much, just because I want to make sure we get a large amount, but I've only done it twice. Because I'd rather not do it, because it does do massive problems for town growth if we keep doing it. So I'd rather not. But I think all in all, we are doing, in fact, just to help things out a bit, I know these guys are experienced, but then I suppose we can always swap them out for our new army. In fact, let's come back here a second and grab our new adopted son. You're going to head over here, ready to help start recruiting. I also got a monk here, just to help things out a little bit. Let's move you over towards here temporarily. What else do we have here at our disposal? We got our first unit of Matchlock Ashigarus. Well, congratulations guys. I'm actually going to disband you, because we don't need you right now. Eventually we'll be able to get our hands, you see, on those with higher accuracy, so why would I want to stick with some crappy ones right now? What I could actually do with Echigo is, I mean, obviously we could upgrade the fortress, but which is something I would like to do for the capital. But it'd also be a good idea to look into getting those markets and that, because we do get a little bit of money from here. Not as much as places like Sado, which, as you can see, is just a massive amount of money. But we do get a fair bit. Okay, we also got 2,000. We also could just start working on our ports a bit. So I've upgraded the port here to a military one. And I decided, rather than go straight for the chorizo, so we can get... Chorizo? Chinido. The one which I was talking about here. Chinido. Chorizo is the meat, of course. Chorizo, I was thinking of. But instead I decided to go for Mastery of the Waves just to get us the best ships we can get our hands on. We can add those then to the fleet to make sure we have 2 powerful fleets, so they've got units recruited here. And I've also, luckily for me, here in Shimosa, got a military port as well. So, very soon, well, we'll just start building them up over here too. What's this one? Chase down and attack slower ships. Okay. Let's order up 2 heavy boons here. And I'll do 2 up here as well, just to add to our growing fleet. So, recruitment. Now, actually, I'm going to hang on here, because at the moment I'm currently upgraded to a pirate fortress, giving us +5 experience. Figure that'll be a much more better choice for us to have. In fact, thinking about that then, it might be a good idea to get rid of some of these ones. I mean, here is fine, that's level 5, but you 2 can go. There we go, perfect. And with that, actually, we've come to the end of the episode. So, as you can see, there's the AI is just dealing with all the stuff they're currently doing. I don't know who's fighting who at the moment. All I can tell you is that we're not fighting anyone. And, in a way, the war that's actually going on between the Oda and Adate is kind of weird, because we're stuck in the middle, and they don't actually have military access through my lands. So, it's kind of silly. They're going to have to rely on ships to get around the place. But this is some good news. Uesugi Nobumatsu, our son, has become a man. Okay. And sword mastery. An inclination towards the use of close combat fighters in battle has led to a master of Kenjutsu approach in the clan, and often to prove infantry swordsmanship for a price. It will cost us 2,500, but for 10 turns will give us +2 experience. Sure. I've already got it here for archers, so if we go back now and swap out the sword units, then that will give us some extra experience. But I'll do that at the beginning of the next episode. For now though, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and you do join me next time for the next episode, where we'll probably see about activating the realm divide. We'll see what happens. But until then, guys, take care, and goodbye for now.